Welcome back to review. Now that the new anime series is done, we're left with that sad, dwelling feeling like we've lost somebody important. But let's just go over some of the awesome things we had this season, starting with Dragonar Academy, a world where dragons live among humans, and a special few are born with a par, or dragon partner. Okay, so I'm going to be trying out a new type of review style, where I start with a short summary for those of you who haven't seen this yet, and maybe after viewing this would like to watch it, and then I'm going to go into a deeper analysis for those of you who have watched and finished it, and then kind of want to compare ideas with me. So let's just dive right in. I found this anime to be quite enjoyable, actually. The dragon fight scenes were pretty intense and well designed for what I think. The comedy was those normal sex style jokes that we get from a normal Ichi type anime. Although the way that nudity is portrayed in this anime I enjoyed very well. It's one of those animes where they don't really show all the naughty bits, so there's no need for that disturbing sensory. Good God, if you're going to put it in, just show it, for God's sakes. No matter who's watching it, they're going to get a hands on the uncensored. Just show it, alright? It's not that big of a deal. You know, we're all adults here. And if we're not adults, what are you doing? Anyways. The story overall was a little underdeveloped and overdeveloped at the same time. It had a lot of good questions that would have made for amazing story plots, but it also just kind of left us hanging a lot. I have this bad taste in my mouth for all the non-answers they shoved down it. But all in all, I don't really regret watching this anime, and I finished it, which actually says something, because if it's a bad anime, I will drop the anime. So if you're looking for something to dwiddle away some time with, this is actually not that bad of a story. And if it does manage to get a second season and go over some of those story plots that we actually didn't get to finish, it would be an amazing anime, and I'm really hoping that it does. Now that the ones who haven't seen this anime have been addressed, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The amount of unfinished story plots in this story is too damn high. There's so many undeveloped plots that should have just been explored to, like, who's the lady who gave him back his arm? How did he lose his arm? Is the older the dragon, the one who gave him back his arm was green. The pink-haired one, the older one, is that a reincarnation of Echo? Is that the older form of Echo? Does Echo ever really grow up? What's going on there? Do they get together? Does he and the blondie get together? Is that really the tan girl's little sister? Do we know? Is the scarf significant? Did she steal a scarf from somebody else? There's so many unanswered questions in this anime that it's just infuriating to an extent. To an extent where it makes the story a little bit hard to follow. But the main character is actually someone I really like. Ash is amazing. And that's not usually a sentence I put together, because we all know the other guy, who's still 10 after 20 years. That's right, Pokemon reference. What about it? He is the normal, stubborn, hard-headed harem character, even though he didn't have a harem, which was actually, I kind of liked the fact that he didn't have a grand harem. It was limited to about 3 or 4, and one really, really wanted it. Like, really, really wanted it. But he was not as dense as, like, from To Love Ru. Is it Yuki? I think it's Yuki. Yoko? Yoshi? Yoko? That's not Yoko, that's Grant Logan. Yoshi? Yuki? That's his name, Yuki. Yuki is one of the densest harem characters ever. But Ash actually kind of understands the feelings of the girls around him and is able to actually react to that, almost to the point of getting with one. Like, if he had to choose a harem, he would actually choose somebody. That is amazing. That is great character. And then we have Echo, who is just born, so I'm not actually really expecting too much from Echo along those lines, but she actually does become a very voiced character. She's able to actually voiced how she feels at the very end. I mean, come on, that ending was BS. That was a bullshit ending. They could have at least give us something. Do they really kiss? Does Sylvia come back in later? Because Sylvia was also an amazing character for our third main character. She went from stuck-up, high-class. She fell off her high dragon hard, and that was amazing. She becomes more humble and opening, as well as bigger part of the group, just like Ash, who is more accepted by the end of the anime. Although, you're probably going to accept anybody who's a hero, even though in the beginning he was just kind of misunderstood for having an ability that nobody really understood. And to be honest, that's really all there is to this anime. I mean, the story is just so underdeveloped, but it's not bad. It's just so many unanswered questions. And I mean, for only being a 12-episode anime, I know they had to cut out a lot of the stuff that they wanted to, but I'm really hoping this anime gets a second season. I think that if it had a chance to expand on the story plots and all those unanswered questions, it could have been phenomenal. There were so many points where I was like, this is getting good. Like, this is getting really good. Like, what's going to happen next? And then it just kind of jumps straight to the end plot, and Echo gets possessed and all that good stuff, quote-unquote good stuff. And then it just kind of really falls downhill. But, I mean, it still wasn't something I regret watching. But, yeah, I mean, there's really all there is to this. So, you guys, tell me what you think. Leave your thoughts below. Was it good? Was it bad? Did I forget to explain anything? Do I need to go more into depth? What do you guys feel? Just let me know. I'll be having No Game, No Life posted not too long after this video, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe if you haven't, share this with all your friends. If you're looking to get a friend into this anime, go ahead and tell them to watch that first person, and I'll see you guys later.